Hi, my name is Dan, and are you looking for an easy way to track all of the achievements that you've been getting on retroachievements.org? Well, you're in luck, little Timmy. If you have downloaded the Retro Achievement Assistant Tracker from Adultery77, you will have a way to track all of the achievements that you would be obtaining. So here we have what you'll be met with when you first open up the tracker. Now, when you first open up the tracker, there is nothing presented here. So first we have to be able to get information for the tracker. So let's head on over to the Retro Achievements website. On the Retro Achievements website, you can go ahead and put in your information here, and you can create your free account. Let's go ahead and log in. After we've logged into the retroachievements.org webpage, we can go over to the download portion. On the download portion, you're going to have the list of all of the approved emulators that will work for the Retro Achievements. Now, if you do use something like, for instance, SNES 9X, and you're wanting to do Retro Achievements, make sure that you download the one here on the retroachievements.org webpage, as it is the one that's going to be sending that information back to the site as you obtain achievements. Now, after you've done this, you can go to the settings portion, and under the settings portion, we're going to get some information that we actually need for the tracker, and that's going to be the API key. Now, the API key is going to make it so the tracker reads with the Retro Achievements webpage. Now, one thing I would recommend doing as well is going to your homepage, and I would recommend bookmarking this because, as I'll show you here, when you click on one of your most recently played games, this is the easiest way to find the game ID number that you'll need for the tracker, which is located up here in the URL search bar. Once you've gotten the game ID, you can come back to the tracker now. You go ahead and place the game ID into the tracker and click on the search button. And after you've clicked on the search button, voila, you're going to have all of the achievements that you've achieved for the game. If nothing appears there because you haven't played it yet, you'll still see them at the bottom there under the achievement hunting portion. Now, going over a couple of these buttons here, you have the refresh button. From time to time, in the event that the connection is lost to the Retro Achievements site, you can click the refresh button and it will go ahead and reconnect. Force pop-up will go ahead and do a re-pop-up window of the most recent achievement that you've achieved within that game. And then you have here the update app portion, so you can keep your app up to date, and also Adultery's information. Now, looking at some of the other settings within the tracker, these are more of the customization on how the tracker actually looks. So under the main viewer where it says BG image, and under the pop-up viewer and hunt viewer, that's going to be the background image that shows up on those specific views. You have the line colors, which will change what the color of the text is. You have the pop-up sound, and that's going to be the sound that pops up whenever you do achievement. And then you have the display time, and that's going to be how long does the pop-up show up on the screen when you click the display time. That's going to be one of the more important things that we're going to work with right now, because you're probably wanting to add this to your OBS or your streaming software. So you're going to want to add a window capture, just like you would for any other application that you would be using. We are going to be adding a news source. You can call it anything that you like. Here we're going to go ahead and call it Chivo Tracker. And then you're going to find it from the available windows here. And you are going to pick the tracker itself there. And one thing that you must do is under window match priority, you want it to window exactly match. And what that's going to do is make sure that when your computer does any type of updates or anything like that, your window will be able to still see it. And there we have it set up for our glorious stream. We have our tracker app. So now under here, you'll see that if we press the force pop-up button, we get the pop-up showing our achievement in the upper left, but it's gone. Now, if you're trying to add it as a source, it's going to be very difficult. So we're going to go back into the settings and we're going to add this as a display time of 120. That's going to give us the time for us to go into OBS and find it. So now when we do the force pop-up, you're going to see that it's sitting here for an extended period of time. So that allows us to go ahead and go into our streaming software of choice, and we'll come here. We're going to go and we're going to select a window capture because we are wanting to capture the window of that pop-up. we're going to add as a new source. Name it obviously whatever that you like. Then you're going to look through your different sources and find the one that says single viewer. Once you found that, you can go ahead and hit done, and that will go ahead and add that onto your sources. So as you can see there, we've got it sitting there. Now another thing that you can do here, under the settings, you want to make sure that you go back and you change the time back to 5, because you don't want that pop-up sitting up there for 2 minutes as you've done your different achievements. Okay, so now that you've gotten your window and we've got it up on the screen, you may want to get rid of some of the information you're not using. I personally don't use the achievement hunt view for very much. I only use the ones that I've gotten. So one thing that I've done is I've gone ahead and created some crop settings that go ahead and crop it. That works really well for my personal stream, as I just want to show the 5 most recent achievements that I've gotten. So now what you can do is you can go into your sources and you can create a crop/pad by pressing the plus sign here, going to crop/pad. And you can adjust this to show how much you actually want to show of the window. Now the settings that I use 12 on the top and 199 left, 16 on the right, and 165 on bottom. And that allows me to have the window, as you see here, really cropped off, and it works really well with my stream, as you can see here. One last thing to mention is that the achievement tracker only works on the hardcore variant of achieving Chivos. We are in the business of achieving Chivos here, people, not Cheetos. If this video was helpful for you, be sure to like/subscribe to the channel. Come say hi to me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/DanCarnate, and make sure that you thank Adultery for creating such an awesome app. And we'll see you guys out there achieving those Chivos. Have yourselves a great day.